And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. And of course, we're always working on a weekday. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming. We got ISG basketball as we're heading towards the NBA Finals. And boy, the Pacers have a lead 2-1. Got game 4 coming up in Naptown. Also, we'll have the latest in the world of the NBA Finals, college basketball, the world of hoops. Also, we've got an NBA 2K matchup for you. So a couple of the better players in the world playing NBA 2K for cash and prizes right here on Unbeaten Sports Channel and also in the Black Network as we come to you from the place that sponsors us. That would be Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. All right, let's come inside, folks, here. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports, ISG Football, ISG Basketball. Good to be back with you. In the midst of the NBA Finals, I thought it would be a snooze fest. The ratings suggest so. But the play actually has been pretty good. We'll talk about that and the latest in the world of hoops. As my guy Dennis Scott likes to say, leave it. As we come to you here from Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located here in Clifton, New Jersey. And take a look at this beautiful, beautiful place here, right off of Route 3 in Clifton, New Jersey. The video, whoever shot that did a really good job. Hype Williams-esque there. Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. They're the guys that invented deep dish back in 1943, and it's drawing its identity and inspiration from its origins in the Chicago. Got over 100 locations in some 20 states in this country. They also serve pasta, steaks, seafood, burgers, and more. Got craft beer, great cocktails, and also if you want to eat healthy, folks, got some vegetarian dishes for you as well. Shout out to the owner here, Paul Rankin, and the good folks at Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Over 100 locations in 20 states. We're at the Clifton, New Jersey location here off of Route 3. All right, let me go ahead and bring in my good friends, the co-hosts of the show. Got the broski. There he is, Nubyjas Wilborn from SI and Sports Illustrated, SI.com. Folks, it's the Confluence. It's the Confluence. He lives up there in Pittsburgh, PA. Those three rivers and the Confluence, what are they?
You got the Allegheny, the Monongahela, and they combined to form the Ohio.
Oh, that's right.
Also,
let's go.
It's also a big week here. You got the U.S. Open, and a football team signed a quarterback of some sort.
An old quarterback, yes. We talked about that on ISG football. Real quickly, which river runs right next to the stadium, Heinz Field and PNC Park?
Ooh, that would be the Ohio.
No.
Oh, which one? Okay, tell me.
Well, they formed the Ohio.
They formed the Ohio. Oh, so the Allegheny's on the one side.
Which side? Which one is it? Which one is it?
The Allegheny.
It is the Allegheny. Monongahela's on the other side.
The other side, yeah.
Hey, man.
Shore, yeah.
Geography, brother. Come on, man. I'm more than just a sportscaster. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
This is what we do. Let me go ahead and bring in the broskina. I guess that's feminine, right? For broski, right?
Yeah,
you like that?
Yeah, right? I like that. It gets very like Cal Amadou, she's the new world dude type things. You know what I mean?
He's up, A down. Andrea Richmond, she's in the A town. Look, Rich, it was 88, 89 here in Jersey. Tell me it's hot in Hotlanta, right?
Oh my gosh, I tried to play basketball outside. I was dying. So it's hot. It's definitely hot. The humidity is crazy too. Your first shot you put up, you're already drenched. So shout out, you know?
Yeah, playing basketball in Atlanta was a mistake.
Nah, you gotta go on to the LA Fitness, man.
The LA Fitness. No, I'm not going to the LA Fitness. They be footballers trying to like tackle people and like throw like 20 elbows. I like my face.
We got to get you up here, man, and play. Go play indoors at Golf Zone Social. One of our sponsors will be there next week, and you'll see the read here coming up. But that's where you need to be inside, man. Got the golf bays, the suites, man, the simulators. That's where you want to be inside, man. It's a nice atmosphere for you.
And you can see how bad I am in my golf swing too, because that's terrible. So I look like Charles Barkley out there.
I was about to say, good and terrible. You ready to get this thing started? Go ahead, Nubyjas, go ahead. You got something?
Oh, no, we're going to get rolling. Let's get into it. I'm ready.
All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started, folks. Let's take a look at the rundown here for ISG basketball here from Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. Here's the rundown NBA Finals and market size. It's funny, the old arena at Indianapolis used to be called Market Square Arena back in the day. So very interesting there. We'll get into NBA Finals as we hit the game 4. Knicks denied from speaking to Jason Kidd, who's with the Dallas Mavericks. They've been denied like 5 times. Now we'll break that down for you as well. There are reports the Knicks players unhappy with Jalen Brunson's dad, Rick Brunson. We'll talk about that. KD, Kevin Durant, the Durantula, the Glim Reaper. Trade to Spurs reportedly done, really? This has been in the works for a while, according to reports. We'll talk about that. And there's a Puerto Rican league suspending DeMarcus Cousins for the rest of the year. We'll catch you up on the latest on that. How about the rules here as we talk real quickly about the NBA 2K matchup you'll be seeing going on as we talk sports here. They're going to play Hall of Fame own competitive rules there. 1v1 current rosters, we like to call those regs. All 30 NBA teams are available, 5-minute quarters. And we currently have a King of the Hill format. You win, you stay on the sticks. How about the prizes? It's all about that shmoney. $50 guaranteed. Winner gets 40. Runner up runs up out this piece with $10 straight cash, homie. Player that wins 4 straight weeks gets an NBA license zip chair. Folks, you can go to zipchair.com to literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. Also make more than just gaming chairs, office furniture, sofas, gaming desk, you name it. You got all the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, and also NCAA-inspired chairs. And if you have any custom pieces, they can get that done for you as well. Check them out online, zipchair.com. Shout out to Tina Altadonna, our lady there in marketing. Love her very much. She's out there on Strong Island. Check them out online, zipchair.com. How about this matchup we're just talking about, NBA 2K? You're going to see JustZyrell playing with the OKC Thunder. He is the challenger going up against our current King of the Hill, MustBeReezy. Must be nice. Playing with the Pacers. Can he pull it off like the Pacers did in Game 3? All right, let's take a real quickly look at a little bio for Zyrell. He is the challenger here. There he is, JustZyrell. Zyrell Revels, Columbus, Ohio, age 23. Stadium operations, 2K25 Playmakers Tournament finalist. Of course, he was a King of the Hill for about 2 weeks. Lost again to Reezy. Now going to see if he can take him out one more time. Let's go ahead and bring in JustZyrell here. Zyrell Revels, of course, young man, also works in stadium operations for the Columbus Crew. Can he kick it? Yes, he can. Zyrell, talk to me, brother. How you feel going in this matchup against Reezy, a guy you've lost to a few times, also the only guy to beat him over the last 3 or 4 months. How you feeling heading into this particular matchup?
I'm feeling good. I just feel like I just need to go back to my old game plan, and just try to get that lead early. Once I established that lead, he had the C's last time we played, so that was a tough team to beat. So I think I can probably get on the Pacers when we get the Pacers.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you, brother. We'll be talking to you potentially. We'll find out. Maybe at the end of the game, we'll talk to the winner. So you can go ahead and mute your mic, man. Good luck to you, man. Good to see you, man. And good luck to you as you play with the OKC Thunder and those young Thundercats. All right, how about a quick profile of our current King of the Hill? That would be MustBeReezy, Leon Fitzgerald Fitzy from Cypress, Texas, deep in the heart of Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas, 26 years of age, wicked smart, folks. He's an Ecotech, 2-time ISG NBA 2K champion, and he's a 2-time King of the Hill when it comes to the 4-game winning streaks. So right now he's in the midst of another run. We'll see if he can put together another run and become another 4-game champion here for ISG basketball. Let's go ahead and bring in MustBeReezy, a.k.a. government name, Leon Fitzgerald. Fitzy, talk to me. Look, man, you lost to, Zyrell a few weeks ago. You said since then it woke you up. You were not going to lose again. You were going to take this thing on for months. Well, it's been weeks now. How you feel going into this matchup against the guy that you've beaten and also lost to as well?
I feel really good. I actually practiced with the Pacers. So it's gonna be a little scary. It's gonna be a little scary.
Scary for who?
For him, of course.
Oh, okay. Scary hours, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very devious laugh. Like, yeah.
I got that bees. I don't know if y'all seen the bees versus Lance, but I got that bees mentality.
Oh, Michael Beasley.
Gosh,
Okay.
That's just not demon time. That's something else.
Keep some of the sexual innuendo to yourself, though. Okay, we got you. All right. It's a family program, man. We're rated PG in the Black Network, all right? All good, brother. No, we love you, man. Good luck to you, man. We'll potentially talk to you at the end of the game. You're playing with the Pacers. You can go ahead and mute your mic, and we'll go ahead and get this game started real quickly after we take a look real quickly here at the Molly Pop standings here, folks. Check them out online, mollypopgrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy, about 20 different varieties of grapes. Also, they got pressed juices as well. Molly Pop, taking the world by sweet storm, man, with the pink bag promise. Folks, if you see that pink bag in your local grocery store, you got to understand you're getting high-quality produce. Check them out online, mollypopgrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. There you can see the records there. I'm chasing. Now, I'm leading the pack right here. Andrea Richmond behind me. She's leading in ISG football. So we'll see if somebody can go ahead and take over both of these shows here. Right now, we've got a little split, and you can see Nubyjas at 8-5. All right, let's go ahead and get us all in here. Get a real quick prediction, get this game started, and get the sports topic started. We'll start with our lady, Andrea Richmond. All the ladies in the house say, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich, who you rolling with? You going to keep pace or you thunderstruck?
Guess I heard you just heard that man. He's going demon mode over here. All right, it's going to
demon
be
time.
He kind of scared me when he said he was gonna go Beasley. That's a little bit too far, but Beasley ended up winning. So guess what? I'm with the winning team. Hopefully not as intense as Bees was, but other than that, let me go with Reezy off the Heezy for Sheezy.
Off the Heezy for Sheezy.
What was it? What was the Beasley? Was it Michael? That was Beasley, and what's his name?
Lance Stevenson. Remember Lance blew in? He blew in LeBron's ears like.
Yeah. I saw some of their, I guess, hype video for this.
Yeah, one-on-ones. Yeah.
Apparently, some people may need to smoke a cigarette afterwards, depending on what type of life you're living, or one of them may have probably needed a beverage.
Can we get a prediction here, sir?
The way they were speaking. I'm gonna go with the Pacers here.
Oh, okay.
I'm picking Indiana. Picking Indiana. Yeah.
You know what?
He talks some good talk. We're gonna see if it's real.
Sweet.
If Zyrell is Michael Beasley, if Reezy's Michael Beasley and Zyrell is Lance Stevenson, give me Zyrell, man. He's got OKC. I think he pulls it out. He works in sports, man. We're sports people. Come on, root for the guy that works in sports. Give me Zyrell.
I'm trying to get my record up, man.
Oh, okay. I'm lone wolfing it. Go ahead, hey Rich.
I'm rooting for chaos. Okay, like you can't just say like you gonna be Michael Beasley and that's chaotic as heck. Give me that all day.
I want Zyrell. So give me Zyrell. And may the best man win. All right, guys. We'll be talking to the winner to completion of this game. Guys, let's go ahead and lock it up. Zyrell, OKC, Thunder, and how about MustBeReezy playing with the Pacers, our current king of the hill. Lock it up, guys. Let's play it out right here. Unbeaten Sports Channel, also in the Black Network as we come to you from Uno Pizzeria and Grill here in Clifton, New Jersey. May the best man win. And we'll see one of you guys at the conclusion. Lock it up. Let's go. And, of course, that pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Golf Zone Social. We just talked about them. Indoor golf place there. 3 locations, one in Brooklyn, one in West Nyack, and one in Scarsdale. It's a sports bar and indoor golf lounge with 16 bays, so 15 regular bays and 1 huge VIP suite. Simulators and suites. It's where golf meets social, ladies and gentlemen. The best indoor golf experience that you'll have. Indoor golf meets unparalleled social engagement. Can play some 240 courses. It's like going to a sports bar, a regular bar, a club, a lounge, and a great restaurant as well. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. We're back here inside of Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located Route 3 in Clifton, New Jersey. Some 100 locations in 20 states, man. They invented deep dish pizza back in 1943. They're the title sponsor of ISG, powered here by Uno Pizzeria and Grill. They really see the sports, ISG football and ISG basketball here on your screen here on Unbeaten Sports Channel. And also in the Black Network, got Nubyjas Wilborn, writer for SI.com and Sports Illustrated. Andrea Richmond, piece up A down. She's in the A-town, top right-hand corner of the screen in the middle there. Reezy playing with the Pacers, has a 2-0 lead. He's the current king of the hill, so he's the champion right now. The challenger, bottom of the screen on the right. Zyrell playing with OKC. He's got the better team. Can he pull it out? We'll find out right here. Unbeaten Sports Channel and in the Black Network. Let's get into the NBA topics here, guys. Let's start at the very top. Now let's start with the NBA Finals. Oh, man. Everybody thought that it was going to be a runaway for the OKC Thunder. Of course, lost a close one in Game 1. Came back, blew out the Pacers in Game 2 in OKC. Game 3 in Indy. Indy had the lead there, and it was tough for OKC to keep pace. But, folks, when you look at this, we've been talking about this. I was in the group chat some 3 or 4 weeks ago. I said Pacers, OKC. Nobody cares. Game 1, lowest rated final ever, going back at least to 1988. About 8.7, 8.8 million people. Game 2, a little bit more, 8.9 million people watched. Lowest rated Game 2 since 2007. Remember that? That was LeBron James and the Cavs against the San Antonio Spurs. Swept them on out of the daggone NBA Finals. Game 3 last night, just saw the numbers, a little more than 9 million. So really good game. Still the ratings, very minuscule. No NBA Finals decor. No decals on the floor. Adam Silver's talked about that. Is it going to be a player and a safety hazard? Your thoughts here, Nubyjas. Why are the numbers down here in the NBA Finals when we're getting good games? It's because of market size, like I said.
Or people don't really like basketball for real. I wish people start. No, I'm saying, I wish people be honest about themselves.
Okay.
If you really like basketball and you're here for the ball, these have been 3 really good games. Game 1, I mean, the Pacers come back from down 20. In a game with Halliburton did not play well. I mean, they were down 15 with what? Around the 7-minute mark.
Yeah,
Typically,
nine with about a minute or so.
And typically that's what most teams was throwing the towel. Not the Pacers. The thing that I
game 2 they threw in the towel. They're only down 14 with about 3 or 4 minutes left.
Yeah, but even then that was at the very that was even then they still made runs the whole time. I mean they fight. They don't give up. They don't fold. They don't take nothing for granted, and that is what makes them a tough out. And I said that going back a few weeks ago on the show, that the Pacers, anybody who gets them out, you got to beat them. You have to destroy them. And one of the things about OKC,
put a stake through their heart.
You got to put a stake through their heart, hobnail boot, all that. Okay, and then some. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Larry Munson, University of Georgia,
the OG. But you really gotta be mentally tough to put a team like that away. Because if you aren't, they're going to creep back in. My point is, man, there's been some fantastic basketball with some wonderful players, 2 teams that have bright futures. Yeah, market size, whatever. I'm not a TV executive. I like basketball.
I play one on TV. I told you this 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, and that's fine. And they're missing out on some really good basketball. But you know what's going to happen, and you know how this goes, right? 10 years from now, they're going to be those people who didn't watch. Oh, man, I watched every game, man. I was locked in. No, you weren't. Stop playing.
Right.
Get in now while you still can. If you haven't, you missed out on some really wonderful basketball.
Andrew, this guy's shilling for the league, man. Is the NBA giving you a check? Why are you going so hard, bro?
I'm just talking about the basketball.
You know what?
Good
the NBA ain't giving you no money.
I'll take something if they got it.
I'm gonna be here to be the opposite. I'm gonna attack the league, okay? Because it's the league's fault for honestly not platforming the future generation enough. Right now, Shea has a lot of quote-unquote aura online, right? Everybody's like, oh my God, Shea, I love you. So what's the aura? Blah, 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 right? Tyrese Halliburton is somebody who has been hitting big shots that are great for social media, right? Unfortunately,
now the social media numbers were through the roof. I think they set a record in game 1, like 500 million, something like, impressions or something like that. So yeah.
Exactly, right? Now, I will say it's not traditionally like we were like in the 2010s where there were all these teams that were like headlined by all these big stars, right? Unfortunately, Tyrese and Shea are newer in their journeys, and unfortunately, there are no other stars around them to really supplement that and to bring more, I guess, eyes onto the actual minute-by-minute basketball. But you have 2 superstars who are doing their thing, who are making social media numbers. How come people aren't watching? It's your fault, NBA.
Well, no. I'm gonna say this.
Wait, hold on. It's not putting enough effort behind the finals. It's not putting a whole bunch of regalia behind the finals, and it's just making it feel like it's an ordinary basketball game rather than this is the NBA Finals. There's no hype videos. There's like no talking about it. No actual people starting 5 right now. There's none of that, and part of that regalia and part of that showmanship, whether you like it or not, that's why people watch.
I get you. No, boss, I'm gonna give about 30 seconds. Is it that simple? Like, you can't recognize it when you watch the court? Hell, they did this for the NBA Cup. They changed the floor, so they didn't care about player safety then, did they?
I'll be honest, I didn't know people cared about the logos as much as they do. I clearly was wrong on that. But also, let me say this. We do have a generation of people who were, I'd say, late teens to early 30s who do not watch full games in general. They get all their stuff from highlights anyway. So some of this is also indicative of the times we're in, where you have a generation of people who don't sit and watch a full game.
Gotcha.
They get it from the highlights. And I think that is also coming home to roots too, as the fan bases are getting younger.
Yeah.
And when there's no meaning behind it to make the games feel like they're very important, and these players are new, so we don't have really legacy builders or story building to go behind it, then what are you really selling me? What's the story?
Close ball game here. The Challenger up 13-12. Actually, now down by a point. JustZyrell playing with OKC. That first quarter brought to you by our good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Right there where I trap in Bayonne, New Jersey. AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com, located Midtown, Bayonne, New Jersey, on Broadway there. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Great food, folks. Atmosphere, great affordable drinks. The libations are definitely flowing. Monday through Friday, happy hour, 2 to 6 p.m. Mariachi shows. You've seen that if you've been watching the program. Those shows are every other Tuesday. DJs on the weekends, Latin nights on the weekends as well. They also have a patio. Check them out online. AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, the Golden Eagle. It has landed right there in Bayonne, New Jersey. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. We're back here on Unbeaten Sports Channel and also in the Black Network here from great place here, man. Uno Pizzeria and Grill located in Clifton, New Jersey off of Route 3, man. Just about 100 locations, folks. In some 20 states, they literally invented deep dish pizza. Good to be here for you on ISG basketball here from Uno Pizzeria and Grill in Clifton, New Jersey. Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, Nubyjas, Wilborn, Andrea, Richmond. The two players playing NBA 2K, bottom left-hand corner, MustBeReezy. He's the current King of the Hill. He's the champ. Playing with Indiana, has a 2-point lead against the challenger, JustZyrell, playing with OKC. All right, guys, back into the NBA. Knickerbockers. That is your team, Andrew Richmond. I'm up here in the tri-state area. Of course, they have swung and missed not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, but 5 times. They've reached out to Jason Kidd. I guess the Mavericks have said no, they did not. Their request there. You look at other teams, Chicago, Atlanta, Dallas, Houston. That'd be Chris Finch, Billy Donovan, Quinn Snyder, Jason Kidd, and Ime Udoka. All have said no. And you look at it, Jason Kidd played in the NBA. His last season was with the Knicks, but still has 2 years left on the Mavericks, which I think is a better job, especially going into the future with what they will have with Cooper Flagg and also the talent that they got there in Dallas. Andrew, your thoughts here. Are the Knicks, do they look weak here? Do they look a little discombobulated, not being able to get a coach swung and missed 5 times?
Yeah, because why are you trying to get somebody else's girl? Like, go ahead. There's a whole new world out here, right? Why are you talking to people who already have, close your eyes and see. Like, there's
That's
a whole
where
world.
we'll be.
And who would have known that? There's a whole new world for the Knicks if they just try to find it, okay?
Right.
Unfortunately, they keep on going after people. I think Kidd was probably one of the ones where you're like, oh, maybe you don't want to refresh, and obviously he has some issues with Nico Harrison, so maybe that, although I am personally...
Got the relationship with Jalen Brunson as well. I think his first year, Jalen Brunson was there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, personally, I think that's great because I would not have won him as my head coach personally, but there are other players, the college system is huge, and there are plenty of people who are outside the Rick Pitino's who want to have their start in the NBA coaching sphere. And honestly, going with a new group, especially somebody who can be more play X's and O's oriented, is someone you should look for rather than the same and recycling the same people over and over again. Sports teams are very lazy, and they only want to look at the same pool of people. There's so many other minds in the basketball world. If you just look, don't do it the easy way. Do it the long and hard way, and guess what? Maybe you'll actually get to the top instead of being failures like they have been for literally my entire life.
Jason Kidd has 2 years left. I believe he's signed through the 26-27 season. Played with the Knicks, has definitely coached in the New York area, not with the Knicks, but in Brooklyn. Has the relationship with Jalen Brunson. Really good relationship with another guy. That would be Giannis Antetokounmpo. What do you think about them swinging and missing so many times, though?
Wait, hold on, Larry. I got something coming in here. Hold on. Give me a second. I got something coming in. Oh, wow. I have been offered the New York Knicks coaching job.
Oh, my gosh. Will you accept?
Hold on. Yes. I hear it in my ear now. Yes.
And unfortunately, I'm going to decline because I don't want the headache and heartache of coaching the New York Knicks.
Like, come on.
That's how bad it is. That's how terrible it is. You can't even get somebody who doesn't actually even want to do it.
Quinn Snyder? What?
Yeah, no, in Atlanta it's crazy right
Billy
now.
Donovan?
I mean, Doc Rivers is still available.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey,
Michael Malone is available.
Hey, Larry Brown, I think he's still alive, right?
Yeah.
I think he's still alive.
Yeah, Pat Riley's still alive, too.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Pat Riley a call.
Phil Jackson, I think he's still around somewhere. Ain't he?
Jeff Van Gundy, I'm sure he's still grabbing somebody's ankle right about
Jeff
now.
Van Gundy.
Complain about the refs. Come on now.
Hey, Van Gundy's actually in coaching, I think. He's back in
Clippers, yeah.
He's with the Clippers.
He was with the Celtics. He was with the Celtics, helped them defensively.
Mark Jackson's out. This is embarrassing. And again, like we said last week, whenever you hear
Patrick Ewing, that's a good point.
There are 2 words that Knicks fans should fear: James Dolan. And whenever you hear his name, the more you hear his name, the more he's involved. And the more he's involved, there's gonna be mess. And I bet he's all up in this because he's the kind of owner who wants somebody traditional, wants somebody that fits. Also, he's still acting like we're the Knicks, so we can just act like we Slim Charles out here and just can run up on you and just take your lady from you. And that ain't how the game works.
That's right. All this energy y'all had during the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals, y'all need that energy right now to tell Dolan, what are you doing? I need y'all on the streets of Manhattan near 8th Avenue and 33rd and 34th.
Hey, well, what they call it? Hashtag Knicks tape. Does Carmelo Anthony want the job?
Yes, no, absolutely.
Does John Starks want the job? Does Larry Johnson want the? Does Charles Oakley want the job?
Clive Frazier, you still got it, man. Come on now.
Hey, look, Charles Oakley can't even go to the arena, so we can go coach after game.
That's why he should get the job.
Yes.
We got to keep it moving. We'll talk about another guy that might be a coach for the Knicks. Got a good ball game here, a tied ball game here in the second quarter. Actually, in the third quarter, that second quarter brought to our good friends at Emblem Sports Bar in Brooklyn. We were just there last week, located 187 Graham Avenue. Located, folks, in the heart of East Williamsburg. All-American Sports Bar and Beer Garden, offering a large array of local and domestic microbrews, 15 flat screens. Also got the 16 taps, man. Libations are flowing there. Emblem, it is where sports enthusiasts and event goers unite. Emblem, also the ultimate destination for sports lovers. Check them out online, emblembk.com. We're back here on Unbeaten Sports Channel and in the Black Network. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports. ISG basketball here, coming to you from Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, Route 300 locations in some 20 states. Man, they invented deep dish pizza. Got Nubyjas Wilborn right below me, left-hand side there in the middle. Nubyjas Wilborn, writer for the SI and SI.com and Sports Illustrated. Andrea Richmond, she's an Atlanta sports reporter and sportscaster extraordinaire on the right-hand side. Bottom left, Breezy, playing with the Pacers there in the dark jerseys, actually the white jerseys. They're at home and they're tied at 26. JustZyrell playing with OKC. They're in the white jersey. Actually, they're in the dark jersey, and they just took the lead by 2. Once again, Breezy playing with the Pacers, white jerseys. JustZyrell playing with OKC, dark jerseys. So let's get back to the NBA talk here. We're just talking about coaching candidates for the Knickerbockers. There's also a candidate for the Knicks that's already on the staff. That would be Rick Brunson. Of course, Rick Brunson is the father of Jalen Brunson. Could be a candidate, but there's also another story of him talking about, how the players are not happy with Rick Brunson. This is from Sam Amico here, and I'm going to quote, multiple players have been unhappy with his presence of the assistant there, Rick Brunson, of course, the father of the star, Jalen Brunson. Quote unquote, Rick has to be, has a bigger say in things, and also a person with the most power in the entire organization. And Nubyjas, what's going on here? Why are the players a little disgruntled and not happy with him, other than it's just he's the father of the star player?
And this is one of those tough things, right? First of all, Sam Amico with The Athletic, one of the better NBA reporters out there. So if he puts something out there, that means he has done his digging on it. Also, I think James Edwards was on that story. Really sharp young brother in the beat writing space. Want to make sure I give James his flowers. I respect that young man a lot.
Yeah, guys at Athlon Sports. Yeah, Rick has to be, has too big a say in things. Yes.
And here's the thing, right? He probably does. I mean, because Rick is cool with all the guys who are cool. Also, his son's a star player who seems to somehow get a pass on not being a good defender. You know what I'm saying? Gets a total pass on that. Nobody seems to care. But in some of those crazy shots, Jalen gets some passes on some things.
Captain Clutch.
That he might not otherwise. All that being said.
Good deodorant, man. Captain Clutch.
Hey, but with Rick, I mean, this is just part of it, man. Players are going to talk. And you know how this goes when you're a beat writer, as I've done this before. You have your notebook. You keep it over time. You may have a story that may start in September, and you may not report it till April because you've worked on it, you vetted it, and from reading that story, there's a lot of details, there's a lot of information, and people are willing to talk out of school against this man. So it says where they're at. Again, this is the thing with the Knicks, man. Every time they start to make a little bit of progress, every time they start to look like they're kind of getting it together, they remind you.
1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Hey, get right.
Yep. Andrea, a person with the most power in the entire organization. That's the characterization of Rick Brunson.
So we're watching the NBA Files, right? And
Mhm.
there is a parent of a particular player, Tyrese Halliburton, who is banned from most basketball arenas because he is too involved on the court side, not even affiliated with the team. He's too involved courtside. Now imagine you do the same thing, but you put him internally in a organization.
What the hell?
Gonna happen? What the hell, indeed? Okay, what the hell, Burton? Okay, unfortunately, this is what happens. We've all been to like AAU tournaments where there's that one parent that's like clapping on the sideline. That's like, yeah, put my son in the game. And imagine that happens in a professional level. I am not surprised that unfortunately he's probably gotten abrasive with some of the players or some of the decisions and has been too involved in the team because he's actually working for the team and he's a dad. I'm sure you've seen Jalen Brunson also being trained too back in the day. So imagine that, enabling a guy like that and putting him in an organization. Of course he's gonna ruffle feathers because all AAU and basketball parents, I mean, not all of them, but some of them, and man, it happens. It's same.
Real quickly, I want to get you guys both. Hold on, real quick. I got to get you guys both on here. Is he a legitimate candidate for the coaching job? Should the Knicks look at him? Nubyjas?
No, that would not be wise. I mean, they could. That would not be smart. Also, Rick Brunson gives.
Should he stay on the staff then? Should he stay on the staff, whoever the new coach is?
I personally would. Well, that's where it gets tricky.
Yep.
Because
that's what I'm saying.
Because
we saw this in Dallas.
Because
that was some of the problem why he didn't get re-signed in Dallas.
Jalen Brunson wants him on the staff.
Mark Cuban.
You gotta happen.
You gotta figure out now.
And Jalen took a hometown discount. He left about $100 million on the table.
He's the reason why the Knicks are in this position in the first place.
Yes.
You know. So
does he have to be on the front bench? I mean, there's ways to give him a position.
That's true.
I mean, let me say this about Rick too. He gives
real quick.
Of that old school bruh who doesn't know when to let go. He gives that vibe. I could be wrong, but he gives that I'm not taking no mess vibe, and I just don't know if that works with anybody but his son.
Yeah, we saw that with Dante DiVincenzo came back with the Minnesota Timberwolves early in the season, and they kind of had a little kerfuffle there. So, yeah, I mean, look, that also makes Rick who he is, makes him special as well. So we'll see about the Knicks, see if he's going to be a coaching candidate or if he will remain on staff with the new head coach coming in for the Knicks right there. Third quarter here is over. Fourth quarter, 40-38 lead here. So a 2-point lead for the challenger, JustZyrell, bottom right-hand corner of the screen. That third quarter brought to you by good friends at the Kettle Black Sports Bar. We were just there on Tuesday for ISG football. KettleBlackBar.com, 2 locations, one in Staten Island and one in BK. Where Brooklyn at? Best wings, burgers, and beer. Food and Wine magazine, folks, said it's one of the top 5 wing joints in America. They're open daily, 11:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. there in Staten Island. Live music, DJs, trivia night. Got all the sports on all those TVs there. Check them out online, KettleBlackBar.com. Those wings are fabulous. Check them out. 2 locations, Staten Island and Brooklyn, KettleBlackBar.com. We're back here on Unbeaten Sports Channel and in the Black Network. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports. ISG basketball here, coming to you from Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Route 3, 100 locations in some 20 states. Got Nubyjas, Wilborn, top left-hand corner of your screen. They're writer for SI.com and Sports Illustrated. The Confluence. It's the Confluence. He's in Pittsburgh, PA. Andrea Richmond, piece up, A down. She's in the A-Town, sports reporter and sportscaster extraordinaire. Bottom left-hand corner of your screen, MustBeReezy. He is the current champ playing the NBA 2K game. He's down by a point. And folks, we'll see if they can get the win here. They're in the white jerseys. JustZyrell, bottom right-hand corner of your screen, playing with OKC. He's got a 1-point lead. They're in the dark jerseys, and he's up by 1. Back to the NBA, folks. We're just talking about the Knicks. One of those teams that KD is interested in or is linked to is the New York Knicks. KD, of course, people looking for a trade for the Slim Reaper there. You're looking at the Knicks, the Wolves, the Heat, the Rockets, and the Spurs. The last team right there in the Riverwalk there in San Antonio. According to some people there, and I guess it would be Bill Simmons, he says what he's heard is he wouldn't be surprised if KD to the Spurs is done already. And he says they've already agreed on specifics. They'll just announce it the week of the draft. That tells me this thing's been worked on for a while. Now, we saw reports of this around the trade deadline. Are you buying this, Nubyjas? Bill Simmons is connected.
Yeah, but I have some questions there.
Well, look at the odds. I think the Spurs have the highest, the lowest odds, or the second lowest odds to get him.
Okay, and that's all great. I hear what you're saying.
Okay.
But I'm talking about the reporting here, okay? Because I do think this is, or reporting.
Sure.
Because I don't know the last time Bill Simmons has really been in the trenches.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying he don't know stuff. I'm just saying, like,
he knows a lot of stuff in Boston because he's a Boston guy.
Yeah, and that's cool, but he ain't been outside in a while, okay? And that's no disrespect to him. I'm just saying what it is, okay? Because you say you wouldn't be surprised, but then you say it's done. Which one is it?
Which one is it? Yeah,
those aren't just that alone right there gives me pause there. Because you're saying, I believe it to be done, but then you say, well, I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. Right. Nah, fam, those are two very different things. That's what's called hedging, okay? And so he wants to hedge his bets, and that ain't breaking no news.
Andrew?
And he's a podcast guy too, so like yapping is part of the thing. So he can say like, "Oh, I bet," or "I like." Reckless speculation is a thing that happens sometimes when you're behind the podcast mic and you're just having a stream of consciousness. And sometimes the stream of consciousness sounds like you really know more inside than you actually know. And this is what I'm betting is in this instance. But hey, would it be fun if he was on this team? Of course, I would love to see that. That's a very fun team if that's a reality. But Bill Simmons, he was just making fun of Pablo Torre for his reporting last week.
Man, don't even get me started.
Look, I mean, KD, Wemby, De'Aaron Fox, some are saying it might be the best three offensive players in the league playing together. A new big three here. But I thought the NBA was going more toward balanced attacks, right? 8, 9, 10 guys.
Does the league like that, though? It's a question.
We'll
Does Adam Silver like that?
Well, you know what? The TV ratings don't like it.
Exactly. So balanced attack sounds great.
Yeah, that's really great. In parody, right? Yeah, all that
parody.
Stuff. Yeah. Okay.
We love that. But what brings the bread, right? What turned Golden State from a no-name organization to one of the highest-rated franchises owned franchises in the world? It's because of a dynasty, baby.
It's almost
4 championships, 8 years.
It's almost as if though basketball is a team sport, but it's also individual. And also stars still matter. You know what I'm saying? It's almost as if though you want the best players. That's what people like and that's what people watch. And you promote it properly, people will watch it instead of everybody looking the same. Perhaps.
I have to promote it in order for it to work. I feel like Lil Yachty right now.
Mind blown.
Right. So let me ask both of you guys. So are you buying this? I sort of do. I think that he's on to something. Now, I don't know if it's going to be confirmed like a Don King term, but KD to the Spurs, that's a nice fit. And see, I don't think he's coming to the Knicks. So I either think it's going to be the Heat, the Wolves, Spurs, or Rockets. And I think the Spurs and Rockets are the top two.
He already said he would never come to the Knicks while James Dolan is there, right? So good luck. I don't think that's going to be happening. Anybody's going to be coming for a long time soon of KD's stature and it's been through the James Dolan years. So I think this is probably the most likely, the best team fit. And KD knows that he's old, so he has to find somebody that has some young guns and talent. So this is a good fit. I would love to see it. Like I said, I would love to see it. But is it actual reality? I'm leaning to it's
Nubyjas?
I mean, I think it'd be fun to watch on the court. I don't know if I believe this particular story. That's not to say it can't happen. I just don't know if I buy this reporting.
Gotcha. All right, we'll keep an eye on KD. Definitely looks like he's likely going to leave Phoenix in the Valley of the Sun, just a matter of where he will be. Real quickly, guys, another story real quickly. Talking about another former All-Star, a big man, DeMarcus Cousins. We love him. Has done some crazy things before.
Ridiculous.
How about DeMarcus Cousins suspended for the rest of the year? Here's the video there. Look, he grabs his crotch right there, and he puts it in the guy's face. That is diabolical, by the way. Did get ejected there. Suspended the rest of the year from this Puerto Rican team there. I think they're called the Mets. Also, as he's going into the tunnel and being escorted out, gets beer doused on him. Tries to, he's wilding. He tries to fight and try to get to the fans and stuff like that. Has his contract terminated as well. Your thoughts here when you saw this? Nubyjas, you've been down in Alabama where he's from, where he went to high school. Yeah. I remember he went to Kentucky as well. He runs a little hot, man.
Ridiculous.
Man, Boogie been this way for a long time, man. You don't want to mess with that man. Okay. When you do the thing where you cover these athletes and you're in the locker room around there every day.
Yeah, the fans are wrong for that. Quit throwing beer.
Right, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially, let's be real. You would throw that beer in that man's face. You would not walk up to that.
That dude, that guy.
A guy that's gonna wipe his daggone balls and put it in your face.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you wouldn't walk up on him and do it, why do it from the stands? That's a coward move, and he has a right to be upset about that. That being said, this whole thing has gotten way out of hand, way out of reach. I hope he's got his money saved. I guess he's playing down there because he loves basketball. And who knows what those fans. We are talking about, like, you know, unfortunately, our Puerto Rican brothers and sisters, and some of them can carry some anti-blackness. And it is. I'm just saying.
Where they're
Go ahead,
celebrating,
Andrew.
right? So there might be some.
Yeah, it was last weekend. Last weekend. Yeah, last weekend.
And people
Here in
say
New York
a lot
City.
of crazy stuff. People expect athletes to be robots and forget that they're humans, and then also forget separately that human right there, DeMarcus Cousins, has.
He's different.
Crazy. He's crazy. Like I said,
you don't want no problems.
Look at that. All right. And so a lot of people feel like they can get away with saying things, but then they realize, hey, F around and find out.
You find out.
For this fan, they found out. Now, should Boogie have done that? No. But also, too, people try athletes and they're not robots. And that man, if he's any type of robot, he's closer to a Terminator. So good luck with that.
Look, all I know is if I look on the court and I want to find somebody to pick on, that ain't gonna be the one I pick, okay?
That man, go ahead.
Because that man,
he's the last one.
That man there is about that action. And
he is.
Also, hey kids, just so you're out there in the world, okay? And y'all do the internet thing when y'all talk all that crazy stuff to each other. Remember, there are still people who are about that life.
About that action.
About that action, boss.
Oh, they about that action. Man, I can't believe it. We're gonna see the video here again. This is
wild.
This is
diabolical.
This is
that is crazy.
That is such a low level of respect you have for that.
Oh, I was gonna say this is a kid. What's worse? I'm not gonna say it's worse than being spat on or have someone spit on you, but it's in the daggone ballpark.
This is probably
that was frontal disrespect right there.
I'll just say this, you know,
crazy.
That might have to be call my friend James because I'm not gonna fight him. As in James.
No. It's saying, two friends, Smith and Wesson.
I need a whole army, Wesson. Okay?
Yeah, I might have to call because you ain't finna fight that man, but you ain't finna let that man do that to you. So, chitty chitty bang bang.
And it's gonna live forever on the internet.
Yeah, no. We have to pull out the muscatel, if you will, because what else is there left to do when you take someone's dignity to that extent?
Oh man, that is diabolical, man. Oh, one more time, gosh.
Absolutely,
man.
It rubbed on his face.
That was a grown man right there that had to deal with that.
Somebody's willing to do that on courtside. Imagine what he do off court. So, like, man,
you can tell he just lost his mind. He's like, I don't care. I don't want to play anymore. I'm going to shut this dude up.
I'm done here.
I'm going to humiliate this guy. I'm going to shut him up right now.
I mean, he pretty much teabagged on TV in front of the world.
Basically, honestly.
I just hope that
he's talking.
I hope he's got a deal with Irish Spring or Old Spice.
No, that's late into the game too, man. That is rank.
I'm gonna tell you this. I bet you. What none of the fans waiting for him outside that arena?
No.
How about that?
Right?
No. NBA players ain't waiting for him. What are you talking about?
Hey,
absolutely not.
Do you think them fans wait outside for him?
All right, we got to move. All right, we got like 3 or 4 minutes left in the show. Oh, man. Shout out to Boogie Cousins, man. Hey, we still love him, man. That's the greatest video y'all saw all week, man. And he was about to fire him, not once, not twice, like 3 times.
Hey, man.
Like, that's not what you want, brother. All right, man. We'll see about DeMarcus Cousins. Look, he's been playing overseas in a bunch of different places. We'll see if he gets back in the basketball. Hell, maybe in an opportunity in the NBA. We've seen him on also Run It Back, the TV show on FanDuel TV as well. So he's doing a great job with the podcasting and also his broadcast career. All right, the game is over. MustBeReezy hangs on here. The fourth quarter brought to you by our good friends at 902 Brewing Company. Check them out online, 902brewing.com, 101 Pacific Avenue in Jersey City. A craft brewery there in Jersey City, producing ales and lagers. Got the bright tanks, the big ones there, and also those fermenters. Handcrafted beers in the best atmosphere, curated good times, made right there in JC. They got spacious tap room as well. Host a variety of events. Also got a rooftop, man. We'll be there next Tuesday for ISG football. So check them out online, 902 Brewing, 902brewing.com. All right, real quickly, guys, your thoughts here, man. Very close ball game. Reezy, get her done with the Pacers, guys. Andrew?
Yeah, no, it was a close game, literally down to the wire. That 3-point didn't end up going in, but, I guess that practice ended up working out in Reezy's favor.
Yeah, Zyrell had a 1-point lead there. It was a 4-0 run, I guess, to end the game for MustBeReezy. Let's go ahead and bring in MustBeReezy. The current king of the hill. Talk to us, Reezy, man. You played with the Pacers, nip and tuck all the way. Those last few sequences there, man, down by 1. And you went on, I think it was a 4-0 run in the game, if I'm not mistaken. You won by 3, right?
Yeah. That team sucks.
Guess what? You're going to play with them again next week.
Yeah, no, I was going to ask you, how is it? Because your star player has the weirdest shot animation. So how is it working around outside of your star player who can actually make the buckets?
I didn't hit no threes.
That was a rock fight.
That team sucks. But I'm a tough competitor, so I just play defense. I just play defense and get what I can.
Hey, well, you got another week to lab with them, dude. You're likely going to play with them again next week, man. Are you going to get in the lab and practice a little bit?
I'll tell you, I won't lose.
Okay, that's all it matters.
Well, okay, so
I can't say I enjoy it, but
I mean, that team is terrible.
I mean, but to be fair, though, that's how they play in real life. They just a dog team. You don't want to play against them.
Right.
They're not fun to watch.
Well, they actually are fun to watch. They are fun to watch. They run and get up and down the court. What are you talking about? They're not very good on 2K.
They're a really fast-paced team.
Yeah.
But
all right. We got to get this thing moving. All right. Congratulations, Reezy. Hey, if you want to be like Reezy or Zyrell, guys, go online right now. Competitive rules, ages 13 plus. Cash and prizes. We can win it all online right there. Weekly King of the Hill format. You can join the show now. The league, theisgshow.com/NBA2K. Once again, theisgshow.com/NBA2K if you want to join us and make some money there. All right, this post-game show brought to you by our good friends right here at Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, right off of Route 3. They're the guys that invented deep dish pizza back in 1943, drawing their identity and inspiration from their origins there in the Chi in Chicago. Over 100 locations in 20 states. Also serve pasta, steaks, seafood, burgers, and more, craft beers, great cocktails, and of course, if you like to eat healthy, vegetarian dishes. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get out of here. Hey, it's been a great night here. Thanks to the good folks here at Uno Pizzeria and Grill. For Reezy, our current king of the hill. Andrea Richmond, peace up, A down. She's in the A-town. We'll see you guys next week. Also, Nubyjas Wilborn. It's the Confluence, folks. The writer there for SI and SI.com, located in Pittsburgh, PA. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football and ISG Basketball. Thanks for watching right here on Unbeaten Sports Channel and also in the Black Network. We'll see you next week. Enjoy the NBA Finals. Got a Game 4 and at least a Game 5. Is it going to be yes, sirs, in 5? I don't know. We'll find out. Have a good weekend, folks. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.